I'm so delighted to welcome all of you once again for today's training. Good evening, everyone. It's been the 19th since we started this training, and this is the professional diploma training that is being provided by the Institute of Global Peace and Conflict Management at a no cost for our followers on Facebook and on YouTube. So we want to thank you, followers and our subscribers, for your commitment, for your dedication, for your diligence for this training. We appreciate all of you, and we welcome all of you for today's training, and we hope that you will benefit really good from the training today as well. So I'm delighted to welcome all of you, Paul Okia, Prof. Big, um, Nasukare, Joseph, Ambassador Nuhu, Phillips Park, Niola. I welcome all of you for today's training. And for those of you that are on your way to join us, I welcome all of you as well. We hope that you join us as we progress today's training. All right. So today's training, we'll be looking at rebuilding economies in post-conflict societies. Rebuilding. I told you before now that to destroy is always easy, but to rebuild, it takes effort to rebuild. All right. So, and this is what we'll be looking at today. After the war comes rebuilding process, reconstruction. So I will be looking at rebuilding economies in post-conflict societies, economic challenges in post-conflict environments, role of international aid and foreign investment, strategies for sustainable economic recovery. All of this we'll be looking at today. We have so much to cover in this course, but we cannot be able to cover at this level everything. Maybe by next, if we take like two more modules, and then we are done with the course, if at all. Otherwise, we'll just cover like what this course covers. Course about 14. We have about 15 modules, and the highest we can do maybe we'll go for like 7 or so, and then we are done for the professional diploma. Anybody that wants to go uh, continue to study it, maybe you register for it next year at the professional postgraduate diploma level. All right, it's a professional postgraduate diploma. So don't misunderstood me. So this is what we're looking at today. So I'm so delighted to welcome all of you. So if you have joined us, do wait to share the link of the training on your wall, inviting your followers, your friends on Facebook, on YouTube. So take opportunity of this training. Someone sent a flyer to me. Someone sent a flyer to me, and I think it's Paul. Paul, you are here. You sent a flyer to me, and I saw somebody advertising a training. Yes, it name it professional diploma training in alternative dispute resolution, and it's 3 days training, professional diploma in 3 days, and it's charging 28,000 or so. So, and Paul was saying that we are privileged to be receiving it here for free. All right, and it's whole 1 month, not just 3 days, whole 1 month training. So I'm delighted to welcome all of you, and so you need to invite others also to take advantage of this for free, so that they will not be paying 28,000 to have it. All right. Of course, if we are the ones to train you, of course it will be more than 28,000. Yeah, of course. But 3 days professional diploma sounds so unreal, but maybe people may still pay for it anyway. So I think the person would have packaged better. At least 1 month professional diploma should sounds better. But 3 days, uh, it sounds so unreal, so unrealistic. Mm. You understand? So, but that is it. So, but it's there. The person he sent the flyer to me, and I look at it. I say, well, it's okay. It's well. So you need to invite others. Let them take advantage of this training that is being provided here for free. And you look at the intensity at which we are training. In fact, next year, I have already searching to look at um, the screen board. That's the training screen, like the touch, soft touch training board, so that you will be engaged better. Some of these things that I'm talking about theoretically, I'll be demonstrating them on the board so that you can see how some of these things are being done. I have not done one topic here, like conflict analysis. I don't just know how I'm going to do it, but there are some things that I need to be showing you. Do you understand? Show you what it is. So I'm still trusting God to see how I can go about that training, that particular topic, conflict analysis. All right. So, but let's see how it goes. Anyway, I'll find a way out so I can get this. So by next year, it's going to be more comprehensive, more sophisticated, more professional than what we are doing here now. All right. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that invite someone, let them come and be part of this, and so you can share it, comment, like, all right, paraphrase what you're learning. It's very important. All right. So that's it. In a way, while you do this, you are also promoting peace indirectly. While they are you through that message. When you attract somebody to come in to join this training and learn something and make our society better, you also have contributed. Do you understand? So uh, don't deny your colleagues about it. Don't deny your friends. Don't deny your mates, schoolmates about it. Let them come. Let everybody. Those that are in your community that finish secondary school, no money to go to the university, let them know about this course. Let them come and take it and have something to hold on to. Do you understand? It's very important. So just introduce this training to as many people as you can. Let them take advantage of it. So now we're talking about rebuilding economies in post conflict societies. And we say this has to do with so many issues. It is multifaceted. It is not just something that um, can be addressed from one angle, from a unidimensional level. No, something that has to do with multidimensional approaches. Do you understand? To resolve, because when it comes to rebuilding, it takes a lot of things. We'll be looking at rebuilding infrastructures. Of course, we'll have to rebuild and revive institutions. Of course, we address social grievances, of course, because when conflict ends or ended, people are still bitter about what has happened. Do you understand? So, and fostering sustainable development. So, these are the things that we are going to be addressing in a post-conflict societies economically. Do you understand? So, this all of these aspects will be addressed. Do you understand? So, it's not just one single aspect that you need to address after the war. Several aspects must be addressed. And one of those aspects and the key aspect that must be addressed is the stabilization of the economy. Stabilization of the economy. Stabilization of the economy. Because during the time that war or conflict is ongoing, the economy is not stable. Why? People are not investing. Agriculture is not happening. Nothing is happening. No school, nothing is working. Do you understand? People are just you don't know what will happen next. So who is ready to go and farm? Who is ready to go and invest in anything? No. You are thinking about yourself, you are thinking about your life because any moment anything can happen. So it's better to just get ready and prepare either to run or to, it's not the time for investment. Do you understand? So after this war, what you need to do now is to stabilize the economy that has been so unstable. Do you understand? So unstable. So you are going to look at some macroeconomic policies that will help to revive and stabilize the economy. You understand? So, of course, you look at the uh, you have to restore physical disciplines, that is, monetary policies, that ensure some level of disciplines, controlling inflation. You understand? We're still battling with the issue of inflation here in our nation here. And then, of course, and then ensuring currency stability and functional. So, you see how our currency is dancing as shoki. You understand? Our currency is dancing as shoki. You understand? It is in Africa here. Our currency is so very, very bad. Very bad. When you compare to Ghana cedis, when you compare to Botswana Pola, when you compare to what do you call it? Even Kenya. Kenya's currency is even stronger than our own and much. You understand? Then when you compare to even Benin Republic here, currency is even far. You understand? When we compare to other countries like Rwanda, South Africa. So what are we saying? We are saying that you need to stabilize after the war. So, but we're still struggling to come out of this situation. Do you understand? Inflation is very, very high, and we are still experiencing sporadic challenges of conflict here and there. The bandit activities are going on here and there, and even that's why our president even demarketed the Nigeria in the international community. So many people were there, businessmen were there in that summit looking for opportunities where they can invest their money. But our own president sat in the front of um, international leaders and demarketed the country just lamented the challenges only. Maybe they were looking for grants, maybe they are looking for aid, maybe that's what they're looking for. That's why all the lamentations. But it would have been better if we look at finding a way of bringing investment and creating a enabling environment where the economy can be stabilized than going there to seek for free money. Do you understand? Free money will not help us because the money will come, but they will still corner it to private pockets and it will not help us. Come and invest in the nation. Young people get employed. I get a point now. Reduce unemployment. I get a point now. Reduce the inflation rate. Make our currency strong because production will make our currency to be strong. You understand? So these are the issues. So we need this kind of policies in place, not this kind of bad image that was painted at the international community by our own president. You see, we have several advisors, but some of them are just advising for the sake of their pocket, not that they are giving any. The advice is like that of Ahithophel. When Ahithophel cannot follow the right thing, his advice was useless. Do you understand? So that is also so immediate relief and employment. Immediate relief and employment. I have mentioned that aid management. Yes, aid has been coming, but how effective has it been managed? Do you understand? We receive aid and then I don't know, I don't know. So, but that is it. So, for us to stabilize the economy, these things are needed. Macroeconomic policies, immediate relief and employment must be created, and aid must be managed. Do you understand? International aid plays so much role in trying to stabilize the economy, right? But it must be managed carefully so that corruption will not set in. Number two thing that we need to do, key aspect that must be addressed when it comes to rebuilding in post-conflict societies is restoring governance and institutions. Restoring what? Governance and institutions. So strengthening institution is key. Yeah, I try to recommend, or I try to commend, not recommend, I try to commend the effort of the president in trying to create regional commissions, and of course, having the Ministry of Regional, whatever, whatever. Do you understand? So that all those regional commissions falls under this ministry. I know the people in the Niger Delta were not happy concerning the scrap or the renaming, of the Ministry of Niger Delta. I understand how they feel, but the truth of the matter is that the way it's being rearranged now to accommodate other regional development commissions is better. It's better. It can make it more functional in that way. Do you understand? So it's part of trying to strengthen institutions. Do you understand? It's better. It's better, even though the institutions are so porous, but are so weak and so you know so unstructured. You understand? So, but they need to be strengthened, and that step was just in the right direction to strengthen the institution and the ministry and the parastatals. So it's okay. And then rule of law, of course. My goodness. The rule of law. So this one is very difficult to say, but we must make the rule of law stay and have its impact. Do you understand? So that when there is court order, we respect court order. So court order that are not being bought, court order that are genuine, based on fact, not on technicalities. Because when court order is coming on technicalities, defeats the impact and effect of that court order. So court judgment must be based on merit, not on technicalities. We have been playing so much in this country, bringing technicalities into play, and forget about the merit of a case that is being. So it makes the law to be weak. Nobody respect the judiciary anymore. Nobody respect. That's why whenever judgment is being given, people are still looking for a place to enforce it. It's not supposed to be so. Once judgment is given, it should be enforced immediately. But because of the way and manner the institution is so weak, and judgments are being given anyhow based on technicals, even to enforce such, it becomes difficult. You have to go and look for a human rights activist to help you to enforce a judgment that the court is being, you know. So it's so fun. Do you understand? So all of these things. Yeah. So number three thing that we need to do when it comes to rebuilding is private sector development. Yes, encourage private sector. There's no plan. Well, maybe there are, but there should be a way that government can be supporting institutions like ours, be able to reach out to so many people. But sometimes when you even write to them for such collaboration, they are not willing to. You understand? But but there should be a mechanism to support private sectors, both non-profit and profit oriented institutions, to be able to create jobs, to be able to solve societal and social vices problems. Do you understand? These are issues that are affecting us. We cannot deny from it. We must make concerted effort to make sure that these institutions are supported. Support them to create jobs, support them to solve social problems. Social vices, these are problems. They are challenging us, they are affecting our operation, they are making it look as if we are not doing anything. Do you understand? So these issues must be addressed. So small and medium enterprises must be encouraged and supported. Foreign direct investment must be welcome. The president missed opportunity when he went out for that summit in Brazil. So several people were there. Some come with their money, looking for just an opportunity to invest, and it was just to take a little time and then bring them in, and then they create a beautiful environment in the eyes of, because already the image of the nation is there, so battered. And so every sensible president should be able to manage the image of its country at the international, not to go and look for third-party money. All right. We would have painted Nigeria as one of beautiful country and the most populous economy, in the world and in Africa, and of course, and it's so attractive, and there are a lot of opportunities, and government is making effort to make the environment so friendly for business investment, and people will be willing to explore opportunities, and then bring the issue of gold mining, the Achiokuta IOCT, bring about several factors, agriculture, and several initiatives. We need to even drill River Benue and River Niger so that we can expand our import and our ports. Do you understand? But we are not doing it. I don't know why the ports in Lagos are so congested. Don't want to do something about it. We have to extend and open up the economy. Do you understand? Some of those things. Very important. So you can create this kind of opportunities, and people will come in and then invest. Do you understand? So I think we need to do something differently, right? Now, so access to finance, provide finance for uh, uh, those that want to take loans to invest and make more money and pay back and pay with interest, and then more money to come. Do you understand? But where there are no such provisions, no finances available, what becomes of the private sector? They wind up and close shop and disappear. Many private institutions have disappeared from here. So addressing social and economic inequalities is another issue that we must deal with in the post-conflict societies. All right, inclusive development. Development must be inclusive, must target all elements of the society, the young, the old, the women, the men. Do you understand? All of them must be included. Do you understand? Then reconciliation and social cohesion. Of course, uh, in a post-conflict rebuilding, reconciliation is key, because people are aggrieved, people are so frustrated, disappointed, angry because of what has happened. So one thing that you must do is to reconcile different parties, reconcile people. Do you understand? Then you can continue to build. Do you understand? So infrastructure and public service, rebuilding infrastructure like roads, energy grids, and communication systems are very crucial, because like there are some states, some places in Maiduguri or in Borno State that up to now you cannot call anybody. And even to charge phone is a problem. Do you understand? Because of the destruction that happened during the Boko Haram activities. Do you understand? So access to education and healthcare, yes, this has always been a challenge, but this can also be rebuilt. If we go down, some of the schools rebuilt in Maiduguri have been standardized compared to what it was then. I get the point now. Now they are more standardized with better structure, better learning environment. Do you understand? That's the opportunity. Sometimes some of these things create so that so many things that were not done well can be corrected, and then given a face that look very welcoming. So these are the issues. So then another issue that must also be there addressed is the issue of sustainable development. Yes, sustainable development um, you know, principle is to see that we meet our own need without compromising the needs of the next generation. And so, how can we do that? How can we explore oil without making sure that it's finished? Because you know, the way we are borrowing money is not correct. The way we borrow and borrow for generations to pay is not correct. So, how can we stop that? That's not a sustainable behavior. Do you understand? Yes, it's a all the countries in the world own, but what are you owning? You collected money, you didn't do anything, and then you are owned. What does that mean to you? They have been suffering of Kaduna Meduguri Road, Abuja Kaduna Meduguri, whatever, Kano Meduguri Road. I just read something that 750 or 740 billion contract has been terminated. So, but they have been struggling there to do that road for several years now. At the end of the day, contract terminated. So what happened? They will book. Don't be surprised that you see another contract awarded for more than, even if care is not taken, for more than the one that was awarded before. I'm telling you. At the end of the day, they will do and terminate again and re-award the contract again. What kind of a mess is this? You give someone a contract, they push them to complete that contract by all means. You give them money, make them complete the contract. Even if it means add them money, because a lot has changed and that contract has been there for years now. You understand? So even if it means to add them money, it will be better off than to go and re-award the contract from them. But the government also look for a way to find their own share. So it is well. International support and partnership are also some of the things that we need to do. All right. So in post-conflict societies, this is what we are expected to do in the rebuilding process. So now let's look at post-conflict environments. What are the challenges that the economic challenges in post-conflict environments? What are those challenges? Let's look at them quickly. Let's look at those challenges. What are those challenges? We have destruction of infrastructure. Several infrastructures like roads, bridges, flyovers, electricity, communications, all destroyed. Do you understand? So no, so it's a challenge. Physical damage, energy shortage, transportation challenges are some of the things that we are going to experience in the immediate post conflict societies. Do you understand? Because some of these things you are just stepping out of conflict, and it's like you look back and say, "Oh, where I'm coming from, it's not good to go back there." You understand? So there's so much destruction, and so what do you do? It's a process of rebuilding. So weak institution, yeah, you're just stepping out of conflict. What you see is weak institutions, weak institution, corruption, judicial system collapse, of course. In those days, we got to know that the judiciary is the hope of the common man. The question is, are there still hope of the common man? It depends on your experience. All right. So if your experience is good, there are still hope of the common man. But if your experience is bad, hmm, your answer may be like, is the hope of the rich. But it's your experience that will determine that. Financial instability, inflation, and currency devaluation. You see, this has been our experience. Collapse of banking system. CGTB now they are struggling. You say you want to upgrade to a particular platform. Now we are experiencing the worst of it. Debt overhang. High level of public debt by may burden post-conflict economies and reducing what physical flexibility. What is our debt profile now? Our debt profile is very high, right? Very, 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 very. They are still borrowing. The former one borrowed and borrowed and borrowed and borrowed. Loss of human capital in post-conflict societies. People who were capable have disappeared. People who were knowledgeable, were skillful have disappeared. Some left never to come back. You understand? Some may come back to where to start from. The challenge. Lots of human capital. So education disruption, health impacts, displacement and migration, all of these things are responsible for the loss of human capital. People move to other places. People are, you know, not going to school again. So people are not graduated with skills. No school graduation, so no skills and potential workforce available. So it becomes a problem. Do you understand? So unemployment and livelihood insecurity, nothing secure again. Some businesses have wind up. Do you understand? As a result of the activities of Boko Haram and bandits. A lot of things have not been going well. Some of the businesses have closed shop. Do you understand? They have closed shop. They are no longer operating. Right. So social and economic instability or inequality. Also, their security concerns are their dependence on natural resources. Over dependence is our even our situation. Over dependence. Limited access to markets, weak domestic revenues. All of these are the challenges that confront post-conflict societies. So, what are the strategies to address these challenges? One, infrastructure rehabilitation. You have to rehabilitate all the infrastructures, right? You have to just put in some level of measures. Institutional reforms. Institutions also must be reformed and strengthened. Private sector revitalization. Yes, private sector revitalization also is very, very important. Social inclusion, security improvements, all of these are the things that we need to put in place to build. Hope you are following me. So if you have just joined us, we're talking about rebuilding economies in a post-conflict societies. And we also ask that you help us to share the link with someone, invite them to take part in this training, let them know what is happening here. By all means, let them know. Thank you very much as we share, as we comment to help us to reach out to many people. So let's look at another aspect of the post-conflict societies that must be looked into is international aid and foreign investment. International aid and what foreign investment. So all of these support recovery. All of them support what recovery. They support recovery. They serve different purposes and must be carefully managed to foster long-term stability and self-sufficiency. So let's look quickly on the role of international aid. Number one is humanitarian assistance. International aid provide humanitarian assistance to uh, civilians who have been displaced, who are refugees. You understand? Some will talk about the refugees yesterday. You understand? So immediate relief here is needed. Crisis stabilization is also needed. Do you understand? Then number two is infrastructure reconstruction. Public works projects must be carried out to make sure that those facilities that were available are still made available. You understand? So these are the issues. So restoring services. make public services to be effective and efficient. Institutional support, institutional what support, capacity building, support the development of effective governance and administrative systems. Rule of law is what we're talking about. Economic development, create jobs, support SMEs, social protection, peace building and reconstruction, or peace building and reconciliation. Peace building and reconciliation in post-conflict societies has to do with conflict resolution, social cohesion. All right. So peace building effort is everybody's effort. Do you understand? So what are the challenges of international aid? Dependency risk. Yes, there's a tendency that a president will go and be asking for aid only. That's what our president was doing. All the same, there was also looking for sympathy money, painting Nigeria black and black and black and black, no blue add on top, only black, looking for sympathy money. Corruption. Hmm. It will surprise you when EFCC officers are being accused of corruption. Coordination issues. Yes, the issue of aid also has to do with the issue of coordination. Sometimes to coordinate aid is not easy. All right. So, role of foreign investment, economic growth. Yes, foreign investment guarantees and stimulate economic growth. Do you understand? So, bring about jobs creation and productivity gains. Trade and market integration. Trade gives you opportunity to trade with strong economies, right? Infrastructure development, fostering innovation and entrepreneurship, challenges of foreign investment, political risk, resource exploitation, profit repatriation. All of these are essential. So, balancing international aid and foreign investment, aid as a catalyst. Aid can help you to invest, do you understand, and bring about a balance in the system. Policy frameworks. Government must establish transparent, investor friendly policies. Local capacity building, like what we are doing now. Local capacity building. But this one is not local, this one is international. Sustainability focus. So, so economic growth is one of the role of foreign investment. Yes, They stimulate economic growth, create jobs, productivity gains, trade and market integration, yes, export growth, supply chain development, do you understand? Develop it, infrastructure development, public-private partnership, long-term projects, fostering innovation and entrepreneurship. Yeah, have to foster this in the minds of people. Let them be productive. Let them be illustrious. You understand? Industrious and also be productive. Challenges of foreign investment, political risk, because government one day will wake up and close that business. Resource exploitation. So and local exclusion. All of these are the challenges of investment. So let's look at sustainable economic recovery in post-conflict societies. Sustainable what economic recovery, that is strengthening institutions and governance. For us to be able to recover well, we must strengthen institution and governance, govern well, obey the rule of law, be transparent in application of resources, decentralization, don't take so much power. You understand? Very, very important. Prioritizing infrastructure reconstruction, it should be a top priority, a very top one. Prioritizing infrastructure reconstruction has to do with essential infrastructures like building roads, bridges, ports, and utilities to resolve economic activities. We have revitalization of agriculture and economic uh, in the rural areas, revitalization of what agriculture and rural economies. So you have to revitalize the rural agriculture and of course the economies. So like carry land reforms, support for farmers, market access. You understand? So all of this you must provide them available for those that are going to produce to sell. Promoting inclusive economic growth, job creation, support for vulnerable persons, you understand, or groups, social safety nets. Developing the private sector, fostering trade and integration, investing in human capital, yes, investing in human capital, train people, provide education. And this is what we are doing here. Train people. We are investing in people. You understand? By the time you go and you start applying these skills and doing what we are saying here, then the world will be a better place for all of us. But if you collect money now, you go and waste it. You relocate from your house to hotel. Hotel will be your dwelling place until when the money finish, you get back to your senses. So investing in human capital is key. Environmental sustainability. Environmental was sustainability, natural resource management, renewable energy, climate resilient infrastructures will help you. promoting social cohesion, community involvement, reconciliation, cultural sensitivity. All of this must be addressed. Do you understand? They must be addressed. It must be addressed. Then we have leveraging international support, targeted aid, capacity building, knowledge sharing. All of these must be considered in the post uh, war societies. Key principles for sustainability. One, local ownership. First and foremost, we have to declare ownership of what is being provided, equity and inclusion, so prioritizing marginalized groups to avoid, reinforcing pre-existing inequalities. So let's look at some key principles for sustainability. This is what we're looking at: local ownership, equity and inclusion, long-term planning, transparency and accountability are the key principles when it comes to sustainability issues. All right. So this is the much we are going to take for today. I'm trying to rush because I have something else to attend to. Um, but if you have a question, you can ask. And those of you in group 1 to group 20, prepare for your simulation or your role playing training by next week. We are starting next week. So, group 1, prepare. Group 2, because we may be presenting 2 to 3 groups in a day or even more. All right. So, you people should get prepared, get ready. If you don't have a group, join a group. And if you have been assigned a group leader and you have not created your group, let us know so that we can reassign it to another person. So thank you very much. I'll see you. Our training today is less than 1 hour. Just spend like 47 minutes. Right? I think that is good. And I'm okay with it. I'm done. So I'll see you tomorrow by 7 p.m. Any question? No question.